In 2008, I was young, bored, and searching for a movie to watch. I stumbled upon The Hottie and the Nottie starring Paris Hilton. Despite the warning signs, I, being extremely naive, decided to watch it. What I witnessed that night has haunted me for 16 years. I feel compelled to warn the world about this travesty so it can't hurt anyone ever again. The Hottie and the Nottie follows Nate Cooper, who returns to Los Angeles in search for his childhood crush, Christabel, played by the one and only, thankfully there is only one of her, Paris Hilton. Nate soon discovers that Christabel will not date anyone until her unattractive best friend, June Fig, finds a boyfriend first. What ensues is a series of cringe-worthy and morally questionable events where Nate attempts to get June a boyfriend so he can sleep with Christabel. But what makes this movie so awful? Well, allow me to explain. The acting is abysmal, mainly thanks to Paris Hilton, who has zero range and puts on this annoying voice throughout the entire movie.
You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I thought about you sometimes over the years.
She has the worst line delivery, and quite frankly, I've seen better performances in pornos. This film is such a critical and commercial failure that it cemented Paris's reputation as a celebrity without any talent. Big surprise, I know. Another major problem with this film is its underlining message. The idea that a person's worth is determined by their physical appearance. Everyone worships the ground Christabel walks on to an obsessive degree, while they treat June like utter shit. But it gets even worse. Towards the end, June has a transformation from Nottie to Hottie, and is suddenly treated with respect. As according to this movie, her value as a person is solely based on her physical appearance. Nate, the protagonist, nails home this fact as he has a sudden change of heart towards her when she becomes attractive. Before this point, he was obsessed with Christabel, but the second June becomes hot, he does a complete 180 and tries getting with her instead. Speaking of Nate, he's a complete arsehole. He lies about everything in an attempt to sleep with Christabel, like pretending he's a personal trainer. He brainwashes someone to like June. Yes, that actually happens, and it's as stupid as you can imagine. His behaviour throughout the film is also marked by constant assaults, so I couldn't even like the protagonist thanks to him being such a douchebag. This movie also features mainly unknown actors, which suggests that the film's reputation may have laughed some of these poor souls straight out of Hollywood, because just being involved in this catastrophe is a death sentence. Another thing that pissed me off about this film, it includes several scenes of gross-out humour, such as this toenail scene and a close-up shot of snot. These scenes add nothing to the plot and only serve to disgust the audience. Who enjoys seeing this shit? It's so unnecessary. But out of the stupidity this movie has on display, Paris Hilton's character takes the cake. Towards the end of the film, Christabel suddenly starts acting like a child, doing things like farting and being overly dramatic.
Oops. Don't worry, it wasn't a smelly one. Oh, I can tell by the way they sound.
She later reveals that this was only a test to see if Nate liked her for more than just her looks. But this doesn't make any sense. Nate goes along with her childish behaviour, showing that he's still only interested in her appearance. Plus, she wasn't even being herself, so the whole test is pointless. This movie is so dumb, it's hard to believe it even exists. You probably noticed that I didn't talk too much about the plot. Well, that's because there isn't much of one. It's a 15-minute concept stretched out to the utmost degree, and the movie is painfully boring because of it. The only entertaining thing about this movie is laughing at Paris Hilton's acting ability.
Oh my god.
And with that, you have been warned to stay away from this movie at all costs. The Hottie and the Nottie is a cinematic catastrophe. It's shallow, gross, and boring. I hope this rant will keep as many people away from this soul-sucking feature as possible. Thanks for watching, you beautiful people. Please consider subscribing for more videos and leave a like to support the channel. Don't forget to stay critical, and that's the end of the show.